So, in this very video, I am going to be talking about your low moments as that source of inspiration to you. The low moment as a very productive moment to you. So, I'll give you an instance, right, with someone that had just lost his job. So, within that period that your boss asks you to leave the office, you go home, you start thinking about a lot of things. Where do I begin? That is where the real thing kicks in. You get inspired by the fact that your boss asks you to leave the office. You see, I am going to give you an instance. Productive moments are always very, very rough moments. A golden chain, for instance, was once a very rough gold somewhere in the bush or somewhere. You know, it has to undergo processes before becoming a golden necklace. So it is with an individual that is facing a lot of things to get better in life. So you see someone that had just lost his or her job, thinking about a lot of things. That is where the actual person that you are comes in. You begin to think about a lot of things. Where do I begin with life? How do I scale through life? And that is where your actual self, if you have, I believe everybody have something in them. So that is where your actual self begin to kick in. This is not even a joke. So before I continue with this video, I would like you to please like this video and of course subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. So as I was saying, low moments are usually the most productive moments, because at that point you begin to think about how to navigate through life. You begin to think about the real thing. Yes, my boss asked me to leave the office. What do I do next that I don't need to face that kind of humiliation in the near future? You begin to think about owning something for yourself. You begin to think about doing that thing that would last. This is not even a joke. This is a very important video. So if you're a young man or a young lady out there that is facing exactly what I'm saying in this video, do not give up on your dreams. You know, a lot of things will happen in your life that will tend to break you down. My friend, do not succumb to whatever it is that you're currently facing. And if you don't, you'll be glad you didn't. I always say this in most of my videos. If you don't give up on your dreams, you'll be glad at the end of the day. You'll be glad at the end of everything that you did not actually give up on that precious dream of yours. So it is very, very important to always find yourself in solitude. It is very important to always find yourself in that moment that seems everything is crumbling before you. That seems your dream obviously is not a solid one, because if you're working for someone, sacking you from work is definitely bound to happen. It may not be immediately. At some point in life, working with someone, you definitely get sacked. So what do you do in this period that your boss is asking you to leave the office? You start thinking about building something that would last. You start thinking about building something of your own, of course. That is where productivity comes in. That is where your real core. For some people, they actually discover themselves during this period. That is where your real self, like I said, comes in. You know, you start looking for what to do, that you don't need to face the kind of humiliation that you got in your office. You know, this is a very important video for young folks out there. If you're a young person and you come across this video, you are in the right place, my friend. This video, I believe, should motivate you. This video, as the name of this channel implies, should inspire you. On this channel, I talk about things that inspires the younger folks out there, things that should inspire the younger folks out there. I always say this in most of my videos. You see that point, that moment that a lot of persons around you are telling you you can't actually do it? That moment should also inspire you. You let them know that you can actually do it much more than the way they expected. This is very important. If you're coming across this video, I believe most definitely you're going to learn one or two from this video. This is not even a joke, my friend. So, I would say this, just in most of my previous videos, I repeat, do not listen to naysayers. Those kind of people around you always telling you can't do it, do not listen to those kind of people. I will say this just the way I've been saying it in most of my videos. That next person that is telling you that it's not possible doesn't look at life the way you do. The other person might be looking at something. You, on the other hand, obviously is looking at something else. So why should you listen to someone that is not looking at the world the way you do? This is someone that is always pessimistic. No, it can't work out. That can't work out. That can't work out. But you, on the other hand, you are very optimistic about life generally. So why should you listen to someone that believes a lot of things are not possible in life? Why should you? So my friend, if you are watching this video as a young person, always stay true to yourself. Low moments are actually the most productive moments, because during this moment, like I said, you tend to think about your life, you tend to think about the real thing, you tend to think about building a brand that would last. You tend to think about not passing through the humiliation of leave my office. Your boss will just walk up to you and say, this is what you have done. In the next, I give you so hour, you leave the office. Such will not come up again once you build yourself or you build your brand. At that point, it is you and your brand alone. There is no one in your corner that will tell you leave the office or whatever it is that the person will tell you to bring you down or to break you. So, low moments, that moment that seems everything is breaking before you, like everything is crumbling before you, your dream is crumbling right before your eye. That moment is the most productive moment. I'm not even lying. So my friend, if you are watching this video, like I said, please subscribe to this channel and of course like this video, as I'll be bringing you more videos like this. Peace and love.